And at the end of that path is you're here to slay her. If you...
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's...
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved...
Smitten.
Beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intent. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassins.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the...
What can I say? A world without love is a world... Are we running away? What are you...
Seriously? You're just going to turn... There won't be a new dawn if the world... Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cab. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads.
Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and
Creeps back around.
The path.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? Where are we?
Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight.
He reminds me of Jackie Daytona from What We Do in Shadows. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Ah! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation.
You're on a path in the... You're here to...
Okay.
While I appreciate the mental nevertheless, and before you causality, it's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, unless, of course... That's the spirit. You make your way up. A warning. She will lie. The interior of the blade is your... The door to the... Her voice.
Hello?
Don't let it... How many times do I have to...
Wait, really? You're here to rest. Come downstairs. I want to see the face
I'm
of
gonna
my
try to
rescuer.
attack her.
You walk down the stairs. I am begging you.
Hi. I hope you brought something to deal.
Don't do it. You're only making...
Thank you.
You're making a... No. You're doing the right... They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the...
Maybe doubtful.
Okay.
Someone else... You make easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of...
She barely... As she rips the blade for... You won't... Fine. Against your... You cut. The blade is sharp. Her limb... She didn't know. She smiles soft. How is she...
Thank you.
No. We won't have any of that. As the prince... Wait. Watch me.
What...
Okay. It's no good. You bring the blade down to strike at the princesses, but she's fast. She ducks to the floor. Your blade...
We could have gotten out of here together. I don't know what's come over you. But if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you.
She pounces on you with the same animal for... But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her. It can't just... As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're here to... warn. She will lie. Don't...
No, she didn't. Probably.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The blade... You walk... What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. You take the... Well, if we... That's not... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. The weak starlight from the cabin window. The air smells. Her voice.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs.
Yeah, you're
Come on down.
changing
Don't
the
be
way
scared.
she is
I
based on your
probably won't
choices.
bite.
I'm not nasty.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you.
She must have you confused. She seems... You look. I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or you need to stop lingering. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the base. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's...
And there you are. One hand tucked away.
That's no fair.
So, we've dropped the good.
She's acting like the two of you... Oh, no. That's pretty sharp. How do you call it? Deductive? Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not. I'm just glad we could... Is it all but just focus on the task at hand? Let's chat her up a bit first. Don't talk to her. You're just going to...
Well, oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her
Ruh-roh.
wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. A woman after my own heart, really. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose...
seems to me like she's offering... Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me
Because
like
you
she's
betrayed her,
offering an
she
arrangement
is
that benefits
now
her and her alone.
More betrayee. Like the last time when you were enraged and attacked, she got more aggressive. She seems to mirror... Oh, she mirrors you, hence the mirror up there. This would be interesting. She's going to use it on me. Let's see what happens. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill.
You... now, hold on. We should put this to a... As do I. You...
Abstain.
Abstain.
She's going to kill us.
She's...
Yeah, never mind. Such a silly idea. This isn't a democracy. We're giving her.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that.
she's gonna
You
stab
toss
us.
the blade at the
But
princess's
it might
feet.
throw her off.
She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down.
I wouldn't have done that.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time.
What do you think happens now?
Ooh, it's up to you. It's wacky. Could be better than this.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on...
And then she buries the blade
Yep,
in your
that's
heart.
fair.
What? No. I told you. I told Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
What does she become now, though?
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems
Oh,
to
yeah.
tremble. Her smile
See?
fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her
Why? Why did you let me
And
do
now
this?
she's going to be better next time.
But you don't have the strength to respond. Everything goes dark,
And you
and
die.
you die.
Your power to a suspicious character. Ah.
Your honor part. She stabbed. Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade. But the whole point was
Wasted
that she
cheated.
wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence. And I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us though, right? We're back here. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's,
Yeah, it's like
maybe
teaching
you're right.
her
In which case,
to
I
learn
suppose the only
through
thing
different
to do is
perspectives.
to get back. What another try exactly? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is great. So you've obviously been here before. Twice, actually. Sure. It isn't long before you. I don't know if I'd say. You talking about me? Ignore him. He's. The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all, and the only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. Well, it's not here. Let me guess. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn. Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back. You step forward and approach the... It went away when we touched it last time. Not that you reach forward and wave figures. Well, seems like the only way to go. Yes, that's where everything tends to be. You step through the frame of scorched wood. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently... Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically... They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange. Her voice, worn down by...
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't...
Continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now
she
overrun
is
by
pained
briars
with her
and prickles
guilt.
and thistles. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh? And I'm supposed to believe it's safe in your hands? That you aren't just saying what you need
could
to
kill
say
her,
in order
right?
to fool me and save yourself? I don't know. What can either of us really...
She's right. There's nothing left to say. So let's get up. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. It does feel like we're not making things worse. The princess clutches the blade closer to...
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief...
And I've also hurt you.
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor.
Okay.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white, but then the tension fades. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin. I'll be damned! It feels like it's been so long since we've held real... We free her, obviously. I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here. That sounds like a splendid idea. We've all said our piece. Now it's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't care. And why shouldn't? Because he's clearly... That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Yes. What a good... Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. See? We're all friends here. United in our action. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure. We're all friends. Take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her. Is that really all you've got? Threatening us with an accidental misstep? Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right. He's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs, and now you're getting desperate, aren't you? We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the...
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
So is this like a resistance versus... take the pain, share the pain?
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Ha ha ha.
You and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of the... It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost, and we've bested you at your own game. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other.
Uh-oh.
It
She's
wasn't
got
easy,
me.
but I'm glad we finally could.
Hands clasped, the two
Ah,
of you
work through
open
some
the
issues
door
and learn to trust
step
again.
out into a new day.
The irredeemable murderers.
Irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going?
You're returning.
Why is it so cool?
Perspective is being absorbed.
She's gone. And there's that mirror. This is going to do something to... They think it's bad.
Whoa. Cool.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets whenever you are ready. Eyes close and reflect. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature,
Amen.
and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
That's all of us.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to some. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without
Interesting
ever be
perspective.
alone, and without sensation.
Merch, this was a good pick, man. Thanks for sending this. It's a cool ass game. I'm
I
ready to
will
go back.
long for your return. We will
Got
meet
10
again.
minutes. Let's do it. Bring the thorn to her.
You're here. Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make a warning. She will lie.
Yes, yes.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade. You take the door to the. She sounds. Don't let it.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was
You walk down. She's so. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go. Don't you dare. It's fine. The blade tumbles out.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down...
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Princess hesitates. She doesn't know. She's been down. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you... At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here, whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you.
She has a point.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, but you don't really know me, do you? What can my...
She's right about one thing.
Like I said, it's all... So do
Blind
you trust
trust.
me, the prisoner, the...
She's wrong. This isn't. You can't.
I'm guessing... Well, we can always put...
Her sharp eyes. She isn't suggesting what she is. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or...
Again, she offers no specific.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. Oh, have you...
You know.
Oh, damn. That's kind of weird.
Oh, you have to. You walk up to the chains by. They're large and heavy. Far
If you don't have...
doubtful. Whoever locked the prince.
That would be fine. I can...
She speaks with. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant. You attempt to make your way back. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't. Against your cut into the blade is sharp. She didn't so much as utter. How is she so?
Thank you.
No, we won't have any of us. Wait, watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little...
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess. Stop it! Stop!
Trying to remember if she goes in that feral state. If I haven't tried slaying the second time.
Thank you. Swing your arm towards her throat. The blade sinks, but she's ready for it. She grabs your arm. You drop the blade.
Whoa.
Pathetic, she lets go, and faster than you can react, there's a ringing in your ears. You fall to your knee. Every blow is as punishing as the first. She places a confident heel on your chest and push. Her knee falls to your throat. Your wind. It can't just. I'm sorry.
But it's
Everything goes dark. And you
Is she going to be the
You're on
less
the path. You're here.
trusting witch
She
now?
will lie. You're being in. Just. So please.
Wait, who's the other one?
If that's what you
Voice
want.
of the Broken.
I guess I don't have a say.
Man, is it just like depression? Is the Broken just a Eeyore personality?
The interior of the cabin is larger. What do we? We don't feel small.
We are small, okay.
What are you talking about? This isn't... You reach forward and rub your hand. We should count ourselves lucky.
Okay.
Some things are better left.
She's distrustful.
unseen.
Let's bring the blade.
You take the...
She's gonna be...
The door to the basement creaks open, It's still a stone basement.
Is that a guest I hear?
You weren't kidding when you said it was... We need to get down there. Should we be... It doesn't matter what... Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting the princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak stuff. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy.
The little bird has returned to me. You've brought that knife again, even though you know.
The blade slips from your... We didn't have... And yet you did. She's so much more than us. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd...
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor,
That's my... The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around... I could feel its fundamental... The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. It's time for me to seize my destiny.
Well, that gives away that it does. But why did she say... She's right. And we've died here before. Pitifully.
God, this voice is
Might as
awful.
well. He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. Well, I'll be damned.
I'm gonna try and get her.
First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts
no shit.
someplace far. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone.
That's a...
Your will was so easy. All you need to do now is break my chain.
If this is what you want, then I know. You can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of... Is that a person? No.
Is she? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be a...
You're a small one. A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its...
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are.
Ah!
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're...
Break my...
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a... All you need to do is believe it's been done. Her chains shatter, and the cuff.
What a good disciple.
That was a weird one.
She's gone. And there's that... This... I don't want to look at her.
You must look. Whoa. You've withered. Huh. So you are also gaining strength, it would seem.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. All of me is changed. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what... Perhaps this will change. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.